So hello dear students, today we'll solve one problem. This problem is basically from optics and this problem is from class 10th ICSE board 2024 problem. The problem is like this. The diagram below shows the path of a blue ray through the prism and you have to calculate the critical angle of the material of the prism for blue color, and the prism is given here. This is the prism, friends. You can see this is blue color and ABC. It is a cross section of the prism and this is in the form of a triangle. And students, in second part, we have to calculate the measure of the angle of this prism A. We have to calculate angle of prism, that is A. And in third part, they are asking which color should replace the blue color for the ray to undergo total internal reflection. So students, we'll proceed for the solution. So students, if you will carefully observe this prism ABC, then here the angle is given and this angle is 133 degree. Students, this angle 133 degree, this is the angle between the ray inside the prism. So you can just see this blue ray, it is going inside the prism. So this 133 degree, it is the angle between the ray inside the prism. This is the angle. This is the ray which is inside the prism and the surface is this AC. So this 133 degree, it is the angle between the ray inside the prism and the surface AC. So this is 133 degree. And students, this 133 degree, it is an obtuse angle. It is an obtuse angle because it is greater than 90 degree. And students, in optics, we always use a smaller angle between the two lines. A smaller angle between the two lines. And students, why we why do we take the smaller angle? That is angle less than 90 degree. And students, if an angle, if it is less than 90 degree and it is an acute angle. So students, why do we take acute angle? So students, as we all know that two lines, two lines always form two angles. Two angles. One is obtuse angle, that is greater than 90 degree, and another is acute angle. Acute. It is less than 90 degree. So students, here in the prism, we will calculate acute angle. And students, here acute angle is students, this these two angles add up to form 180 degree. So students, here we will calculate acute angle. For acute angle, for the given prism, it is 180 degree minus 133 degree and it will come out to be 47 degree. So students, we have calculated acute angle and it is coming out to be 47 degree. So students, here we will draw the prism ABC. Let me draw. This is the acute angle, 47 degree. And this whole 133 degree. Now, students, here we will calculate angle of incidence because we have to, what we have to find out in part A, we have to calculate critical angle. And students, if you will carefully see this prism, you can just see this refracted ray is grazing along the surface AC. एंड आपने थ्योरी में पढ़ा होगा ये कब होता है, व्हेन एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस बिकम इक्वल टू द क्रिटिकल एंगल। जब एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस क्रिटिकल एंगल के इक्वल हो जाता है तो रिफ्रैक्टेड रे कहाँ हो जाता है, फिर रिफ्रैक्टेड रे लाई करता है अलोंग द ग्लास एयर इंटरफेस पे, ग्लास एयर इंटरफेस पे रिफ्रैक्टेड रे जो है टोटली लाई करता है। सो हियर if we will be able to calculate the angle of incidence, then that angle of incidence will be the critical angle. So students, we'll proceed for the next step here. स्टूडेंट्स, जैसा कि लास्ट सॉल्यूशन में मैंने बताया था, एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस हम हमेशा नॉर्मल के रेस्पेक्ट में कैलकुलेट करते हैं। तो एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा, इट विल बी इक्वल टू 90 डिग्री माइनस 47 डिग्री एंड इट विल बी इक्वल टू 43 डिग्री एंड आई इज इक्वल टू सी, दैट इज क्रिटिकल एंगल। तो ये कितना आ गया, 43 डिग्री। तो critical angle will be 43 degree and I will mark here the critical angle. It is 43 degree. So here is 43 degree. So this was for the part A. Now here we will calculate part B. Students, in part B, we have to calculate what is the measure of the angle of this prism. We have to calculate angle of prism, that is angle A. So students, what is the key idea here? If you will carefully see the prism, the ray inside the prism, it is parallel to the base BC. As you can see, this ray is parallel to the base BC. So students, so the angle which it will make with the face AC, it will be equal to the angle at C of the prism. So here, students, will move for further step. And but students, in the diagram, the angle here is 133 degree. And student, this angle 133 degree, it is an exterior angle. Exterior angle. Exterior angle. And students, at C, क्या होगा C पे, हमें इंटीरियर एंगल कैलकुलेट करना है। एंड स्टूडेंट्स, we all know that sum of exterior and interior angle, it is equal to 180 degree. So students, here we will calculate interior angle. So interior angle at C, it will be equal to, angle C is equal to 180 degree minus 133 degree and it is equal to 47 degree. तो इंटीरियर एंगल हमारा कितना आ रहा है, 47 डिग्री आ रहा है और ये एक्यूट एंगल आ रहा है। और जो अनदर एक्सटीरियर एंगल क्या है, 133 डिग्री है और ये ऑब्ट्यूस एंगल है। नाउ जस्ट सी, अभी मैंने कुछ टाइम पहले बताया कि एक एंगल क्या होगा, एक्यूट होगा और नेक्स्ट क्या होगा, ऑब्ट्यूस होगा। और उन दोनों का सम किसके इक्वल हो जाएगा, 180 डिग्री के इक्वल हो जाएगा। एंड स्टूडेंट्स, फॉर प्रिज्म ट्राइंगल ABC, we know that the sum of angles are equal to 180 degree. So here angle A plus angle B plus angle C, it will be equal to 180 degree. So here students, we know angle B and this is 90 degree. So here our angle A will become 180 degree minus angle B minus angle C. So here our angle A will become 180 degree minus 90 degree minus 47 degree. And students, if you will calculate this, it will come out to be 43 degree. So students, we have got our angle of prism and it is coming out to be 43 degree. And students, so here we have calculated second part, and for third part, they are asking which color should replace the blue color for the ray to undergo total internal reflection. Students, for total internal reflection, angle of incidence, it should be greater than critical angle. And here we have calculated our critical angle and it is coming out to be 43 degree. 43 degree. So students, here we need a color with critical angle less than 43 degree. Critical angle less than 43 degree. So students, colors with a smaller critical angle than blue color से smaller colors जिनकी critical angle less than 43 degree होगी, वो क्या होते हैं? They are violet और indigo. Violet or C part, the answer is violet or indigo. So this was the solution of this problem. If you like my problem solving technique, then you can like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. That's all.